Hi, welcome to Julia's What Did You Learn Today series. So on the 1st of January, my husband and I, Gav, went walking in Newlands Forest. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we went on one of our trails that we often go on, which is nice and quiet. And on the way back, Gav decided to try a different route down, and he wanted to go down this ravine, which we'd never been down before. And I was a bit nervous because it was getting late, it was getting dark, and we hadn't been down this ravine before, and I was feeling uncomfortable. But I said, okay, let's go. So we started going down this ravine, and it was fine in the beginning, it was quite steep. And then the vegetation got thicker and thicker, and there were brambles and lots of dead pieces of wood, and I was feeling more and more uncomfortable. I just felt not good about it, and I wanted to go back. And then we landed up in this very tricky section where there was a lot of bramble. Gav was trying to clear a space. I was just sitting there waiting, and this ominous feeling in the pit of my stomach started growing, and I started to panic because I felt closed in, claustrophobic. I was afraid. The daylight was coming, was finishing. We didn't really come prepared with food or water, and all these stories in my head about what was going to happen to us and how far we had to go, and I just started creating a drama in my mind. And the more I thought of the drama, the more I became panicked, and my breath got shorter. I was really afraid, almost terrified. And in that moment, I wanted to go back, and Gav said, no, we have to carry on. So he managed to get through the bramble, and I managed to gather myself together again and just keep following him. And eventually it got better and better. The vegetation opened up, and we made our way down. I managed to gather myself back to myself, and eventually we found a path, and we made it back to our car with lots of light and all well. And what I learned from that experience was that when things are really difficult in your life, in the thick of it, literally, and you can't see where you're going, it's difficult, there's bramble, whether it's metaphorical or real, it's quite painful, you feel overwhelmed, you feel afraid, you're not sure if you're going in the right direction. Sometimes in those moments, it's just to push forward, not to make any important decisions at that time, but just to keep pushing forward, knowing that this time will change, it will pass, and just take the next step. Just take the next step. Stay focused, and it will get better. You get to a clearing, and it changes. And so that's what I want to leave with you today, that when you are in a difficult time in your life, stay focused, stay connected to your body, take the next step, and it will pass. It will get better. So I hope that you've learned something today from this life experience, and I wish you well.